Hi, hello, welcome back to Radiant Tale. We are back. Hi James, hi Isaiah, welcome. Yeah, we are back again today with Radiant Tale. And we gotta get on with it because the new game comes out soon. So we'll do another chapter today. At some point I'll probably organise doing like a longer Radiant Tale stream to try and get this out. Try and get this all done before the new game is out. Guess we got another Otome game. Which one? I need to know. There's a few on my list, but I want to get through the ones I got first and try to be sensible. Okay, so yeah, last time Billy didn't want us to go with him on his next journey. But we beat him down until he accepted. Now we're all going on another big journey together. So that's nice. So I guess we will see where it takes us. My next life is a villainess. Yes, that's on my list. Because I love that series. I think I spoke about it in stream before, but I'm like, I'm very conflicted whether to get it or not because my favorite character is Keith. But I don't like him like in a relationship with the main character. I just like him as a character. And since it's like a dating sim, I'm very conflicted because he's my favorite character, but I don't want him to get with the main character. I have complicated feelings about this. Anyway, it's video time. Circus embarked on another journey with the 3 new goals. First, head to the Major 5 and retrieve the core items. Second, help Prince Corvus grow physically and mentally so he can regain the use of his magic. I wonder if in fanfare do we see like big Corvus? Do we see him big? Oh, Alan is good. Alan is the one character where I'm like, yeah, I like him with the main character actually. There's not many characters in that game where I'm like that they're good with Katrina, but he is. I like him and Katrina. They're cute. Third, have Bilio consume and purify fiends all around the country. Our first stop was the closest one to the capital, Caelum, the scholar city. Do we find our parents in this one? Do we get to find them? I'm feeling oddly nostalgic. I remember how much I enjoyed seeing the city through the window back when we first set off. Keeping my eyes on the distant cityscape, I let out a little sigh. The scenery hadn't changed, yet it looked different to me now. Part of me is happy about this since I can keep travelling with the guys, especially Vilio. I was well aware of the added responsibility we carried around this time. Even so, I couldn't help but be grateful to spend some time with everyone after I thought I'd have to leave them. You don't want to see the parents? Yeah. They're awful. Maybe they'll be better this time when we're not trying to date really. I guess. And with new friends joining us, this trip will surely be even livelier than the last. Hi Yuka, welcome. Oh, he's such a little guy. The castle looks so small from here. Are you alright, Your Highness? Shall we take a break? I imagine you're not used to riding in a carriage. I'm alright. Just a little nervous. He's the littlest guy. The carriage was rattling away. Prince Colvius was crouched all the way in the corner with his head on a swivel. He's going on a trip with people he barely knows. No wonder he's nervous. Not to mention, his heart has just recovered. I love Sephora. Can't believe I gotta travel with the likes of you guys again. Get me out of here. I love him. He did not raise objections when we had our audience with the king, though. He sees right through him. Shh, just let him be. He's shy. That's right. Think of him as our adorable little contrarian and go easy on him. Got it. I shall. I can hear you, you know. I don't believe everything. Don't believe everything they say, Yon. Come on. By the way, Jinya, can you tell us what we have to do to help Prince Colvius grow? How do we make him big? Out of all of our goals, I find that one the most ambiguous. He's got a point. We have no idea what we should do to make the prince grow. Everyone looked at the group leader, who suddenly offered an awkward shrug. Let's see. I messed up. Let's see. What His Highness lacks is life experience. Perhaps he'll naturally climb the stairs to adulthood if we let him experience a lot of things. He has no idea. Okay, so... There's no plan whatsoever. Figured as much. Time for some booze then. Let me school you in the way of an adult palate. Really, no! He's a child! Booze? Surely getting him to gain some courage will help him grow. Should we have him explore the underground labyrinth in Cultura by himself? Or watch the battles in Varus Arena? These are all terrible ideas! Oh, by myself? I heard people mature quickly when they're in a pinch. These are all awful ideas, guys! How about you ride on Villiers' back and try skydiving a few times? No! Skydiving? Someone help him! Stop right there, guys. You're scaring him. Especially you, Rady. How dare you suggest making a 7-year-old drink? kind of fucked up. Almost as if he's a shitty guy. Maybe I should go home. My apologies, Your Highness. They didn't mean to frighten you. It's fine. I know they didn't mean any harm. As I comforted the trembling little prince, Vilio spoke up. For some reason, he reminds me of the old you, Cirrus. Aww. How come? He's a little guy. He's a baby guy. Oh, come on. You were like a broken record when we first set off. Always saying how you wanted to go home. I really want to Google if we see him big in the fanfare game. But I'm going to stay strong and I'm not going to. I want it to be a surprise when we play the game. I'm going to stay strong. I'm going to do it. Yes, and you were quite frightened of me. That's because you and Sephora were against me joining Circus. I just doubted someone as weak-hearted as you could hack it far from home. You were always balling up a storm in your tent on account of being so homesick. How could you really? Get him. Mom's telling us to be quiet. Keep it down, will you? It's already cramped in here and you're kicking up all the dust. The pouty face was good. Our playful bickering was pretty standard fare by this point. I chased Rady around and pinched his cheek once I caught him. Yeah, he's having a good time. Hee. Prince Corvus's expression finally softened for the first time. So, Cirrus, right? Sounds like you were scared at first too. I feel kind of relieved knowing I'm not alone. The boy prince patted his chest in relief. Anyone would feel uneasy venturing into a brand new world. Still, it would be such a waste if you never overcame that fear or move forward. If you take this step, you'll find so many exciting things in this world that you'll totally forget your fear. Yeah, Vilio's nice. Vilio then whirled to me with a right. He's got a big smiley face. His carefree smile reminded me of something he'd said before. Teach you what normal is then. You're the right person for this. Reliable and good at teaching. Let me be your student. Looking back, our dynamic has been this way since we first met. He was the one who expanded my narrow world. Maybe he considered himself my student at first. In fact, he was on teaching me all sorts of things. I'm sure he'll do the same for the prince. The very thought warmed my heart. Straightforward as always, huh, Vilio? I get second-hand embarrassment just listening to you. It's so like him to say that, though. That reminds me. I've got an idea of what we can do to make Corvus grow. How about we have him participate in our shows? He's nice. What? Performing in front of a large number of people will surely be a good experience. Yeah, since you're a king, you're gonna be king, you have to talk to loads of people. And he can warm up to us while we're rehearsing. Sure, let's do that. We didn't exactly plan any shows, but it's not a bad idea at all. Finally a good idea. What do you think, Your Highness? I'm inclined to agree with them, but your feelings on this matter the most. Corvus chewed it over without a word, looking anxious. I want to give it a try. He's so brave! He paused and to look at each of us before continuing. I don't know if I can be as good as all of you, of course. But I'm inspired by the way you once bestowed all those warm feelings upon me. I want to make lots of people smile too. He's such a nice little guy. It's settled then. I'll go write a brand new script with His Highness as the star. Just call me Colvius. I'm a member of Circus now. Yeah! He's so nice. So it'd make me happy if you stopped addressing me by my title. If you say so. Good luck to us all, Colvius. May we deliver a good show together. Let's do this, Colvius. We're gonna put on the best show ever! Yeah. He's so nice. I love that little guy. He's the littlest guy. Several hours passed. Upon our arrival in Caelum, we quickly went to work. Junior and Colvius headed to the stage tower to retrieve the Caritas wand. Meanwhile, the rest of us were due to set up camp. Cirrus, Rady, got a sec? Would you mind coming with me? Are we going snack time? Are we going snack mode? Billy looked rather solemn as he invited us out. Is it parent time? Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Our destination was none other than the giant sage tower standing in the city centre. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Oh no, it is! It's parent time! Why did you bring us here? Does this have anything to do with the Caritas wand? You're half, right? Villiers shot a sidelong glance at Rady before escorting us deeper. Then he asked me something out of the blue. I mentioned that the Dragon's Island to you once. Do you remember that, Cirrus? Uh-huh. We were on a ferry to Oriens when you told me about it, right? I believe you said only dragons live there and humans never go to it. Saying humans keep away is closer to the truth, actually. Any human who gets close to the island without permission will be cursed and die. According to Vilio, the Isle of Dragons, called Passio, was home to a very valuable jewel. New law just dropped. It possessed a vast amount of mana, more than any other core items, so the dragons raised a magical barrier to protect it. The barrier sapped any intruder's life force until they were weakened to the point of death. It's called the Dragon's Curse. People really die if they get too close? Yeah, and there's no cure once they've been cursed. It doesn't matter if they only get hit with a little dose of power. They still weaken and die in the end. I gasped in horror at the disturbing truth. And I wasn't the only one. No way. That can't be. Rady mumbled, his body slightly trembling. What's wrong? I heard some humans became victims of the curse about 10 years ago. They left the island right away once they realized it, but they were too late.
それからどうなったんだ？
What happened to those people?
ほとんどがその場で死んだ。
Most of them died on the spot.
だけどその中の2人
I
だ
heard the
けは
two of them drag their
衰
feeble
弱していく
bodies back
体
to
を
the
引きずって
mainland. Vilio stopped in front of a door deep inside the tower, then pushed it open.
何があっても
They said,
大切
no
な
matter
娘
what
と
happens, we've got to go
友
back
人のいる
home
家へ
to
帰
where our
るんだ。
beloved daughter and friend are waiting. There they are! Hi, traitors! Standing in the center of the room were mystic spheres filled with liquid. A man and a woman floated inside with their eyes closed in repose. What? It can't be. I love these two people dearly. Even though my memories were hazy, I'd never forgotten them. Never.
メリア、ライジェル。
Maria, Rigel. Mom, Dad! I dashed towards my parents right away without sparing our surroundings a second glance. I pressed my hands against the glass. They looked exactly the same as I remembered them. How come my parents are here?
2人は死んだはず
They
じゃ
should have died.
だって
I
俺
saw
の
it
目
with
の
my
前
own
で
eyes.
どうしてまだここに？
What?
Oh.
Uh-oh, Rady. Busted! Busted! Not happy to see them, me neither. And Rady just outed his secret instantly. What do you mean, Rady? I first met you at Liba. That was after my parents died. But you're saying you saw them die? Busted shithead.
もう話すべきなんじゃないか。
I think you should just tell her
こ
already.
いつはお前が思うより
Cirrus
ず
is
っと
much
ずっと
stronger than you think.
だから打ち明けようぜ。
Tell her the truth, Relita. Relita, who's that? Who's that? Relita? The moment I heard that name, a lost memory came back to me in a flash. It was from a time when I lived in Kalida with my mum and dad. That day, we visited Liba to see Spiria. So, Relita, has always been with us even before my parents died? I looked to Relita as I retraced the memory. He awkwardly averted his gaze. Yeah, you better look away. You guilty little creature.
Oh.
Yeah. Relita gave in and changed into his human form to explain everything. With a heavy sigh, he told me he didn't want to reveal the truth. I don't want Rady's Route 2.0. Relita first met the three of us in Arthea. He just happened to stop by Liba on his journey around the world. He and my parents had a chemistry and hit it off right away. And since I'd grown attached to Relita, he decided to live with us for a while. Back then, Relita was the one who took care of me whenever my mum and dad went off for work. Even on that fateful day, Relita and I saw them off like we always did. However, when they returned, there was something critically wrong. They were weak and breathless. Before long, they collapsed. Relita desperately tried to save them, but to no avail. They both died. No, they didn't! Oops! You locked up your heart when you saw your parents lying there, lifeless. That's why I stayed with you at Spiria's place. I changed my name and appearance so you wouldn't remember that painful moment. Well, I also ended up using too much mana and got stuck in my faith form for a few years. Do you know why I didn't tell you about my human form, even after all that? I didn't want to dredge up your suffering all over again. I mean, Rady feels a bit better now he's not trying to, date us. Or beyond dad or whatever it was. God, he's so annoying. My brain couldn't process this rapid-fire reveal. Even so, I could hear the faint memory buried deep in my heart screaming at me. It told me Relida was telling the truth. Girl, you crying?
大丈夫か
Hey, are you alright? Relida caught me before I collapsed. Relida went on, his eyes locked on me.
俺はあの時自分の魔力を注ぎ込んで
When it
二人を
happened,
生かそう
I
とした
poured my mana into them, in the hopes that I'd keep them alive.
けどいくら生命力を回復させても
But they were like balloons with a
穴
hole
の開いた
poked in
風
them.
船みたいに
No matter how much
どんどん
mana I
力が
gave
抜けち
them,
まって
it was useless.
無駄だった呼吸もしてない
I thought they died
びっくりとも
since
動
they
かな
weren't
かった
breathing
か
or
ら
moving at
死
all.
ん
Relida choked back his next words. Maybe he realized it'd be too hard to tell me anymore. I'm obviously shocked. I mean, I'm looking at my mom and dad after thinking they were dead all this time. But I'm not the same little girl from 10 years ago. I can take it. Amping myself up, I broached the question with Relida. Relida must have been struggling with. Are they alive or dead?
二人は生きてるわ
They're alive. Hi, Junior! Hi, bestie! Rather than Relida, it was Junior who answered me.
ただ複雑な状態になって
Their
るらし
condition
く
is
て
rather
ずっ
complicated,
と
though.
眠ったまま
They've been asleep all this time.
わかりやすく言うと仮死状態って
Let's just
感
say
じかし
they're
ら
in a state of suspended animation. Suspended animation?
ジーニアコリブス
Did you get the wand?
預かってこれたんだな
Are we gonna have this drama with Rady again? I sure hope not.
これ
Yeah, here it is. Whoa, it's pretty though. Without batting an eye, Junior looked over at my parents. Junior, you knew my parents were alive?
ええ
Mm-hmm.
だけど
I couldn't tell you about it
この二人が生きてい
because
ることは
this is a
国家機密
national
だから
secret.
伝えドラゴンの呪いを受ければ
Anyone afflicted with the dragon's curse is doomed to die.
なのに二人は死んでいな
But
い
not these two. Something
何か
else is
別の
keeping
も
them
のが
out of death's
死から
grasp.
二人を守っていただけどそれが何なのか学
Even
術棟で調べ
after
てもわから
thorough
ずし
research here at the tower, we have no idea what that was.
目覚めさせる方法もわからない
We didn't know how to
い
wake
つ
them
目
up,
覚めるかもわか
or
らない
even if they could wake up.
だから家族には死んだと
That's
伝えるし
why
かな
we
かった
couldn't tell you their own child about this. I see. I guess I understand. I would have been champing at the bit to meet them if I'd known they were alive. They had to tell us my parents died. Girl, it's okay not to be alright with this, okay? It's okay to give them a bit of hell, you know? As I was now, I could take the information in rather calmly. It would have been a whole different story if I'd heard this 10 years ago, though. I would have done anything to see them, even climb the stage tower. But what is keeping them alive?
大精霊セリウスの魔力だ
Mana from the great spirit Celsius. What?
あんたの両親は今
The dragon's
ドラ
curse
ゴンの
and
呪い
Celsius's mana
セリウスの魔力が複雑に絡み合ってる状態だ
intricately entwined inside your parents' bodies.
ドラゴンの呪いの方は俺が取り除
I
け
can
る
lift the curse from them,
だけどそれだけじゃダメだ
but that alone isn't enough. Excuse me, did a big yawn. It's a really warm day today, so I'm sleepy.
呪いを解いた直後バランスが取れなかっ
Once
た
the curse is lifted,
二人の命がどうな
we
るかわ
won't
から
know
ない
what will happen to him, considering the balance will be thrown off.
なるほどな
Gotcha.
だからワンダをここに持っ
That
てきたのか
explains you having the one brought here. Huh? I don't follow. Unlike me, Relida seemed to have grasped the situation.
そうと分かりゃさっさとやろうぜ
Aight, let's do this
1秒でも
now.
早く こいつと両
I
親を
want
合
her
わ
to
せ
talk
て
to
や
her
りたいし
parents ASAP. But wait a minute. I cut him off before he could proceed any further. What are you gonna do? Tell me first. Yeah, it would be nice if you did that last time. Are you trying to sacrifice yourself to save them? No way, Relita. You can't. All this information coming out at once is making me confused. But that doesn't mean you can leave me out of this. 10 years ago, you used up all your power trying to save them, to the point that you lost the ability to turn human. I don't want that to happen again. I'm not saying my mum and dad don't matter anymore. They always will. But your family too, you know? You're irreplaceable to me. I'm not gonna let you hurt yourself.
ってことらしいわよ。
You
ちゃ
heard
ん
the
とあなたの
lady.
口から説明したらどう
How
かし
about
ら
you give her a proper explanation first? Rita heaved a big sigh.
大丈夫だ
No need to
自
worry.
分を犠牲に
I ain't
なんて
sacrificing
思っちゃい
myself.
ねえよ
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Your root would say different.
そのためのカリタスワンドだ
Yeah, he annoyed that here. I'm gonna guess this root has like a little chunk of everyone's roots. So we'll do like a big like a Zephora segment next time of kicking Balto's ass. That's why we have the Caritas wand. I don't get it.
俺は普通の生き物じゃない
I'm not a normal creature. Yeah, you got that right.
額にある石はカリタス
See
ワン
the
ドの
stone on my
片割れだ
forehead? It's a fragment of the wand.
俺はこの額にあるカリタスの魔力に頼って
I
動
can
いて
move
る
around like this because I have the same mana as the wand up here.
だから片割れであるカリタスワンドを使
Yeah,
う
his ending was so bad. If you combine this stone and the Caritas wand over there,
今度こそ自分を犠牲にするこ
I
と
can
な
save
く
your parents
お
without
前の両
sacrificing
親
myself.
を助けることができる
Yeah, because I worked for you last time, didn't it? I hate this man. You mean you can do this? Do this?
ああ、俺とラリーダで
Yep. You
今
got the
から
right
あんたの
idea.
両親を目覚めさせ
Leader and I are going to wake your parents up. Right then, Leader and Vilio loosen their magic in tandem. Beam! In response, a beam of light bursts from the wand. Whoa! At last, my parents had awoken from their long, deep slumber. They were whisked aside for health checks before returning to the lab. It looked like they'd been caught up to speed. I still can't believe 10 years have passed. Maybe they'll be better. Maybe they'll be better in this route. Maybe. The fact that His Highness and Relida look exactly the same as before doesn't help.
僕も10年間眠ってたみたい
I
なものだから
actually was also sort of in a sleeping state for 10 years.
10年間お休
I
み
guess
の
this
仲間
makes us 3 members of the
Kina?
Decade Dozing Club. That's nice.
あ、でもジーニアは
Junior
確かに年
definitely
を取っ
looks
たよね
older than before, though.
先生ったら失礼ね
How
毎日
dare you,
は欠か
Professor?
してないわよ
Just so you know, I've never missed a single day in my skin routine.
もう大丈夫か
How are you feeling, Cirrus? I'm good, thanks, Relida. Sorry for crying so much.
10年ぶりに会ったんだろ
You're
そ
fine,
れく
don't
らい当たり
worry.
前だって
Anyone would cry buckets if they were in your shoes. The moment my parents had emerged from the glass, I hugged them and bawled my eyes out. So how come Rainy gets to be okay in this room? I know, they're like, oh wow, everyone looks the same. Who is that different looking girl over there? She doesn't look like the child we left behind, but we're not going to talk about that. My mum and dad were shocked. They must have had so many questions. I couldn't blame their bewilderment. A girl they didn't recognize suddenly swooped in, crying right when they woke up. It only made me wail even harder when they gently stroked my back. I thought I'd never feel their warmth again, yet here we were. Thanks so much, you two.
俺は少し手を貸しただけだ。
No need to thank
感謝さ
me.
れる理由なんてな
I
いっ
didn't
て。
do much.
俺も大したことはしてねえよ。
I only did what I had to.
そもそも10年前は
Besides,
救えなかった
I
わけ
couldn't
だし
save him 10 years ago. With complicated smiles, the two redheads gave my back a push.
ほら、10年ぶりの再会だ
Come
ろ。
on, it's been 10 years,
俺た
right?
ちと話してないで。
Stop chatting with us
Listen,
and go
honest,
to
go,
them. Okay. That's such a nothing reaction. Well, okay. Filio's eyes looked so gentle when he said that. I wonder how he really feels. Shadows lurked behind his gentle gaze, which only confused me further. Well, that was nicer than Rady's route. At least. At least there's that. Cirrus left the room for a while to be with her parents. Relida and I walked through the streets of Caelum before going back to the tent. Okay, she's getting parent time. She's getting parent time, that's good. Hi to Mama, welcome. Happy Mum Day. Oh yeah, I heard it was Mother's Day in America, right? It's on a different day here. Relida and I walked the streets of Caelum before going back to the tent.
ラディじゃねえや。
Rady,
Relida.
I mean Relida.
本当に残らな
You
く
sure
て
you
よ
don't
か
want
っ
to
たの
stay
か。
there?
10年ぶりの再会なんだしさ。
Don't you have a whole
積も
lot
る
you want to
話と
say
か
to
ある
them
だろ。
after 10 years apart?
いや、一番話したがってたのは
Nah, I'm
やっぱ
good.
りあいつだからな。
The only one who wants to talk to him, the one who wants to talk to him most is Cirrus anyway.
親子水入らずを邪魔するなんて。
This
そんな
outsider
空気
ain't
の
gonna
読めねえ
interrupt the
真似は
quality
しない
time
よ。
between her and them. He shrugged and turned towards me.
それに、他にも俺に用事があるやつがいるわけ
Plus,
だし
I
ね。
got business with somebody else.
気づいてたのか。
I think we all adopted Colvius collectively. He is our son. So you noticed, huh?
まあね。だからこうして二人になったんだ。
Well, yeah. That's why it's just the two of us here now. Relida stopped in his tracks.
まずは、先に礼を
Let
言
me
わ
start
せて
off
く
by
れ。
thanking you.
お前のお
I
かげ
wouldn't
で
been able to save him if it weren't for you.
ついでに、俺もライジェルたちと
Thanks to
再会
you,
できた。
I was able to see Rigel and
感
Maria
謝の
again.
言葉もねえよ。
Words ain't enough to express how grateful I am.
いや、感謝なんて。
No, no need to thank me.
わかってる。お前にはお前の思惑があるんだろ。
But I know you've got an
俺
ulterior
が存在
motive.
してなきゃ困る
The
と
kind
い
you
う
need
の
me around for.
叶わないな。
He's got me. I think you should use Rady for all you need. He deserves that. Considering how long Relida had been around, he must piece it together what little info I'd given him. Looking somewhat resigned, he continued.
魔物を封印するために
You said you need the
コ
core
アアイテム
items
が
to
必要
seal the
って言って
fiends,
たな。
didn't ya?
で、その封印は不
Except
完全なワンダで
that
問
one
題
is
な
an
く完
incomplete
成するもん
piece.
なのか
You really think you can seal the fiends with it?
それは。
Well, I...
ああ、いい。今の
Nah,
反応で
you don't have to explain yourself. I can tell from your reaction already. A little smile flashed across his face.
前にも言っただろ。心配すんな。
Don't worry, buddy.
役目は
I've told you
果たす
before, right? I'll do my part. I'm doing my part. I can hardly bear to see that smile of his. Huh? My eyes dropped to my feet, and as I clenched my fist so tight my nails fit into my palms.
悪い。ラリーダ。
Sorry, Relida.
俺は
I
誰も犠牲にした
don't
く
want
な
to
い。
sacrifice anyone.
そんな顔するんじゃねえよ。
Hey, turn
俺
that
は
frown
本
upside
当に
down.
感謝してんだ。
I'm really thankful for what you did.
あいつに
So,
外の世界を見せるきっかけになって
is
く
the
れ
same
たことも
thing
そう
that
だし。
happened on Rady Street gonna happen in this route when we seal? the fiends away. I can't go through that again. I can't take it. I'm glad I got this chance to show Cirrus the outside world anyway.
長い間俺たちの
I
心
can
を
rest
縛ってた
easy
あいつの両
knowing
親の
her
問題
parents
も
are
解
here
決し
now.
た
That whole deal's been haunting me for who knows how long, you know?
本当の家族と会えて
It's all well and good now that she can see her real family again.
俺に心残りはね
I
えよ
don't regret a thing. The way he said it almost came off as a joke. But I hardly had the energy to laugh. All I could do was clench my teeth, frustrated by my own powerlessness. I can't get through this again! Not again! I don't have the heart for it. I can't do it! Several days have passed since my mum and dad woke up. Ever since then, the other circus members had also started calling Radiator a leader. Not again! My parents were still in rehabilitation, and I visited as much as physically possible. They didn't know how to treat me at first. It made sense considering how we hadn't seen each other for 10 years. The more we interacted, the closer we became. It's the one thing I find really weird is like their age difference is going to be like nothing now, like between her parents and her. That's so weird. I spent my days attending to them, and one night.
もう一度聞くぞ。
Let me ask
本当につい
ask
てく
you
るのか？
one more time. Are you really going to follow me? Oh, are they going to see snack time?
何度も言わせるな。
Don't let me repeat
魔物
myself.
退治は旅の目的の
Exterminating
一つだ。
fiends is one of our goals.
俺たちにも
We
無関
aren't
係じゃない
complete。outsiders. Vilya missed the chance to consume fiends in Caelum last time we were here. When he slipped away into the nearby forest, we followed after him.
ビリオの懸
It's
念
snack
もわかるが
time!
心配は無用だ。
Your concern is appreciated, but there is no need to worry about us.
ビリオが魔物と戦う間、
I shall stand by at a
我々は離れ
distance
た場所
while
に
you
退避す
exterminate
る
the。fiends. I have
僕も
also
全員
prepared
分用意
amulets
した。
for everyone.
それに万一何かあったとしても、
Should something
自
bad
分が対処
happen,
できる。
let me take care of
任せ
it.
てくれ。
I can handle it myself.
僕は
I'm
やっぱり
still afraid of
まだ
fiends,
魔物が
honestly.
怖い。でもビリオに全部任せ
It
て
just feels wrong to sit and wait for some in some place safe while you're out here fighting all the
違う気が
fiends.
するんだ。だから
Please,
一緒に行かせて。
let us join you.
Video.
Snack time!
そう。
Delicious snack time!
覚悟を決めてくれたのに。
Fine. Sorry for doubting
疑う
you
ような真
guys
似して
when
悪
you
かった。
already made up your minds.
ただ、
You should know one
こ
thing
れだけ
though.
は頭に入れておいてくれ。
Looking grim, he heaved a big sigh.
俺がするのは魔物退治じゃない。
I'm not exterminating the fiends.
魔物食いだ
I'm。eating them. Snack time! Yum yum yum! Tasty tasty! Yum yum! Unlike me, the others didn't know what he meant by that. They would find out soon enough, though. Ooh! So many of them! Fiends are born from negative emotions. When we got closer to them, our hearts were practically under attack. Fear, anxiety, and sorrow assailed us in turn. Then another stronger feeling swept them all away. He's a black dragon now. That can't be good. Why is he not red anymore? The sight of Vilya in his dragon form filled us with overwhelming dread. Tasty snack time! Yum 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 yum! His whole body was pitch black. His scales got darker and darker the more corruption he took into his body.
あれが魔物食いなの。
Is that what he means by eating fiends? What else is he gonna mean? No one talked about the fact that the colour of his body had changed. We only stood there speechless as we watched him devour fiends with his sharp fangs. If I hadn't seen the sight before, I'd have screamed by now.
魔物食いとは聞いていたが、
I have heard him
ここまで
say
文字通り
eating
だったとは。
fiends before, but I didn't expect it to be so literal. What else is that supposed to mean? What else is that gonna mean?
まさに10
Whoa.
人目
He's really gobbling them up. Watching the terrible display before our eyes, we were compelled to look away. All but Ian, who was used to grim sights. After a while, Vilio finally finished consuming all the fiends in sight. He's got a tummy ache. Doubling over, he groaned in pain. He's got a tummy ache! Oh, this isn't good. Vilio, are you... Stay back! He growled, forcing me to stop in my tracks.
まだ危ないから近寄る
Don't come near me.
な
This place is still dangerous.
残ってる
I can still sense more nearby.
それに
And
今の俺には
it's
触れない
better
方
if
がい
you
い
don't touch me right now.
まだ負の感情が
I still haven't completely purified the negative emotions.
触ったら
Who knows what will happen
あ
to
ん
you,
たに
happen if
影響
you...
が出ちまう
Vilio tried to get up on his legs, his quivering legs. He collapsed almost instantly, sapped of his strength. Watching him, I decided to... Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Right. The first question of today. Right, we're gonna wait because he doesn't want us to get hurt. He wouldn't want us to go help him. Vilio always put other people first. It didn't matter how much pain he was in. To him, seeing his friends suffer hurt more than whatever he was going through. That alone kept me rooted to the spot.
そのまま
Was that the wrong choice?
出てくれ
Did I mess it up? Help him get up. My hesitation only lasted a second or two. Your body looks much darker than last time. His gigantic dragon eyes opened wide when he noticed me running over.
やめろ俺の話
Stop
聞こ
right
えなか
there,
ったのか
Cirrus! Do you not hear what I said? I heard it loud and clear. Hehehehe. Did you think I was going to stand still and watch you suffer? Tears stung the corners of my eyes. I clung to him, not caring if I got trapped in the darkness with him. Even if you're a special dragon who can purify fiends, it doesn't change the fact that you are hurting. Who wouldn't be worried seeing their friend in pain?
仲間
I need to drink my tea. I'm still drinking tea even though it's really hot today. I need to have the tea. Friends? Vilio stopped, struck by my words. Right then, a fiend burst forth from the bush. Ah! My eyes bulged at the sight. Go, Eon, go! That instant, a spear pierced through the creature's core.
彼女の言う通りだ
Cirrus is right.
ビリオあな
No
た
matter
がど
how
れだけ特別
exceptional
な
of
ドラゴ
a
ンだろう
dragon you are, it
仲間
doesn't
である
change
こ
the
とには
fact
変
that
わ
you're
りない
our friend.
とりあえず
For
人型に
now,
戻れ
change into a human
そのままじゃ
form
肩
so
も
we can
貸せない
carry you
か
back home.
冷たい水を用意しておくね
I'm gonna bring you
飲
some
んだら
cold
きっと
water.
気分も落ち着くよ
It may help calm you down.
みんな
You guys,
ちょっとそこで待ってなさい馬車回して
Wait
くる
just
から
one moment. I'll go send for the carriage.
僕も一緒に行くよ
I never thought about it
暖かいタオル
before,
用意する
but do we have like a carriage driver with us or anything? Because no one here seems to actually like drive the carriage. Like who's driving the carriage? Let me go with you. I'll bring back a warm towel. Vilio had a flabbergasted look on his face as he watched us scurry around. Vilio's so nice. His black hair. He looks like a real anime protagonist with the black hair, I think. No sooner had he changed back to human form, then no sooner had he changed back to human form, then he collapsed into my arms. That doesn't seem correct, but Vilio.
ごめん
Sorry, Cirrus.
ちょっとだけ
Just
Kono.
indulge me for a sec. Sure. Take your time.
ありがとう
Thanks. I'd hold him for as long as he needed. Oh, you saw the CG before? It's a cute one. I knew it. He wasn't suffering this badly the first time. I saw him devouring the fiends. The more fiends he eats, the worse his condition gets. I tightened my hold on him, as if to squeeze out my rising anxiety. I know, he needs the biggest hug ever, and the biggest snack time, and a cup of tea, and a blanket. He deserves all of the nice things. Keeping Vilio upright, we returned to town. Once we got back to the tent, we let Vilio rest. Did you put him in that stupid hammock? I don't think he should recover in that stupid hammock. His current state would last until the fiends in his body were completely purified. Until he got better, all I could do was stay by his bedside and hold his hand, hoping to lessen his pain. Late into the night, I dropped by the sage tower to see my parents after taking care of Vilio. Sorry for going by so late.
今日も来てくれて嬉しいよ
Cirrus, darling, thanks for coming again. Okay, her relationship with the parents are it is nicer this time. At least, they're actually paying attention to her. You can get out of bed now?
ええ、おかげさまでとっても元気よ。
Thankfully, we're getting better.
検査が一通り終われば、外にも出ら
I
れ
guess
る
we
よう
can
に
go
なると思うわ。
outside once all our exams are done with.
やらなきゃいけないことがたくさんあるからね
We've got lots to do after all.
この10年で幻獣の研究がどこまで進
I'm
んだか
curious
興味も
how
ある
much
し
research on Faebeast has progressed over the last decade. I spoke too soon.
心配してくれてた知り合いに元気だって
We
伝
also
え
need
な
to
い
tell
と
our
い
old
けないし
acquaintances we're doing fine. They must have been worried.
ええ、特にスピレア
Especially
には
Spiria.
直接会い
We
に行
got
か
to
なき
visit
ゃね。
her at Liba.
この子を育ててくれたこと、お礼を
Besides,
言わなきゃい
we have
け
to
ない
thank
し
her for taking care of you while we were away, Cirrus.
それにスピレアの蜂蜜パンケーキ
And I want to eat her honey
久々に食べたいわ。
pancakes again. Okay, taste. Okay, taste. Oh, should I bring you some tomorrow? Mine aren't as good as Spiria's, but they're still pretty tasty. My mum's lips curled into a sweet, pleasant smile.
そうね。
Hmm.
あなた
Right.
はもう自分で
You
料
can cook all
理
by
だって
yourself
でき
now.
るんだもんね。私が見ていた頃は
Last time I
ま
saw
だ
you,
包丁なんて持たせ
you
ら
were
れない
still
くら
so
い小
small,
さ
I
かった
couldn't
の
let
に
you hold a knife.
僕もまだまだ実感が湧かないよ
Honestly, this all feels so
嬉しいような。
surreal.
少し
I'm
寂しいような
happy and a bit lonesome at the same time. A momentary silence fell between us. There was some loneliness in their eyes when they looked at me. Yeah, the parents have taste, so they got up in my books. They seem to be acting more like parents in this route than Radius route. Even so, their gazes were gentle.
それでラリーだから少し聞いた
By
け
the
ど
way, Cirrus, Relita caught us up to speed a little bit.
あなたは今サーカスって
He
人
told
た
us
ち
you're on
と
a trip
一緒に
as
旅を
part
し
of
てるのね
Circus now. Is that true? That's right, our trip was founded to save the prince. We travelled the world to make these mystic flowers called Flora bloom. Hi Chunky, welcome! Welcome, it's Radiant Tail Day! Oh, oops, I missed that text bubble. I gushed about my extraordinary companions, including Vilio. We visited the 5 major cities in Estolita. Lita? Leah? Estoltia. Esheltia. Yeah, every route was better than Rady's route. Every route was better than Rady's. Each with its own unique townscape. Once there, we held our shows in the hopes of making people smile. The parents are better. They like pancakes, so that's a big plus for them. My mum and dad were delighted by my story, especially the parts about dragons. Dad leaned in super close, eyes sparkling. Yeah, we got a cute CG. He got so excited that Mum had to remind him about the bad experience with Pasio. Once I finished recounting my travels, I fell silent for a few moments. And, our journey hasn't actually ended yet. I'll be going to another city once my business here is finished.
そんな顔しなくても大丈夫だよ。
Don't look so sad,
僕たちの
darling.
ことは
No need
心
to
配
worry
いらないか
about
らね。
us.
ええ、とっても楽しそうに話すんだもの。
We couldn't possibly stop
私
you
たちが止める
when
わけない
you
わ。
light up just by talking about it. I mean, like, you can't stop it anyway. You've kind of not been around for 10 years. I don't think you're allowed.
もう会えなくなるわけ
You're
じ
not
ゃない。
qualified.
これからは
It's not as though this is
会
goodbye
おうと
forever.
思えば
We can
いつ
see
だっ
each
て
other
会える。
whenever we want now.
だから君の思うように行動
Go
すればい
ahead
いんだよ。
and follow your heart, Cirrus. Thanks. I'll come and see you once our trip is over. Feeling encouraged by their words, I rose from my seat. Be it going to another city or holding a show in Kalida, I had to wonder if things would go smoothly. It all depended on Vilio's condition. I hoped he'd be alright. The thought lingered in my mind as I leaned my hand on the doorknob. Cirrus? His quiet voice pulled me out of my reverie? What is that word?
旅のことで不安なことがあるのかい？
Are you worried about some aspect of the trip? Huh? What makes you say that? Oh my god, are they acting like real parents?
10年も離れていたけど
Even if we haven't
僕
seen
は
each
君
other in
の
10
父親だ
years,
からね。
I'm still your father.
娘が悩んでるかどうかぐらいは
I can tell when something's bothering you. My words caught in my throat. The fate of the world sat on Vilio's shoulders. It wasn't the kind of thing I could easily talk to my parents about. Still, I've got to say something. I find it difficult to keep all my feelings bottled up inside. Without revealing the details of Vilio's mission, I carefully explained my concerns. One of my friends is always pushing himself too hard. I just wonder how they were going to explain that without, like, saying what actually is going on. Yeah, the parents are actually being parents this time. He's very special, different from the others. There are lots of things that only he can do. Even today, I had to watch him suffer right there in front of me. I couldn't lift a finger to help him. My parents listened to me intently and without interruption. I know there's nothing I can do for him. I get that. But it pains me.
大切な人が苦しんでるのを
Of course you
た
feel
だ見てる
depressed.
だけっていうの
Watching
は
someone you care for
と
suffer
ても辛いことよ。
and knowing you can't help him.
まずはあなたの気持
How
ちを伝え
about
てみたら
you try telling him how you
無理
feel?
しないで。
Or maybe ask him not to exhaust himself.
そうだね。君がその人を
I'm
心
with
配して
her.
力に
I
なり
get
た
that
い
you're
と思って
worried
るのは
about
わかる。
him and you want to help.
でも思いは思ってるだけじゃ
He
伝わ
won't
らない。
understand if you don't say so though. I can't.
どうして？
Why? This task of his is so important that he can't if he can't do it, if he didn't do it, it will lead to a full-scale calamity. He can't stop. If anything, he's gonna keep pushing himself harder. Imposing my feelings on him is just gonna be a bother.
じゃあその人が苦しむのはいいの？
So you're content to let him endure the pain then? Mum apologized right away for her bluntness. She linked arms with Dad and gave him a nudge.
私もこの人のことで似た気持ち
You
になったこ
know,
とがあるのよ。
I can relate in a way when it comes to this fella right here. You can? Why am I not surprised he overworks himself?
お父さんは昔から人が良すぎ
Your
てね。
father is too kind.
頼まれたことを
His father is kind.
断れない性
Too
格だっ
kind
た
if
の
you ask me. He's the kind of guy who'll never turn someone away.
だから人に都合よく使われ
It
て
means he used to
自
take
分
an
以外の仕
advantage
事
of
まで押し
quite
付
a
けられ
bit.
て
Forced to do with people's work and such.
でも僕が頑張れば
And you know what this
そ
fool
の
always
分
said?
助かる人がいるか
I
ら
can save people if I work hard
な
enough.
んて
Mama
い
does
つ
know
もバ
best.
カなこと言ってたのよ。
When she actually acts like a mother. When Mum turned to him, he quickly looked away.
いや
Come
ほら
on now.
その時はみんな本
Everyone
当
was
に
in a
困
real
ってて
pinch back then.
でもその結果自
You
分が
worked
体を
yourself
壊してちゃ
So what was the
何の意
point?
味もないでしょ。
What did you do then, Mum?
もちろん叩いたわ。
I smacked him with all my
Oh,
might, obviously.
きりね。
Get him!
他の人がどれだけ困ってようがそれ
I
はそ
told
の
him
人自身の
that no
問
matter
題
how
でしょ。
troubled they were, it was
そんな
their
の
problem.
自分でどうにかす
They
れ
could
ば
deal
い
with
い。
it themselves.
私にとって
Your father
一番
is the
大
most
切な
important
人はあなた。
person in my life. So
だから
I don't want to
無理
see
して
him
ほしくない。
overwork himself.
あれ
It
は痛か
really
ったな
hurt. Probably the most
人
painful
生で
punch I've
一番
ever
痛かった
taken. She's strong.
でも目は覚めたでしょ。
Came to your senses though, didn't you? I like the mum actually. Mum had no way to know the full story. She couldn't conceive what a heavy burden Villia carried. However, her words resonated with me for that very reason.
結局ね
Ultimately,
最後はあな
it
た
all
自
comes
身が
down to what
ど
you
うし
want
た
to
いかだと
do.
思うの。
そうだねいつだって
True.
自分の物語を
You
動
are
か
the
すの
protagonist
は
of your own
自分
life.
自身だ
Some may say she's a video game protagonist. Is that a little bit of them breaking the fourth wall?
あなたって時々臭いセリフを
You
真
can
顔
sure
で
say
言っ
the
ちゃうわよね。
corniest lines with the straightest face.
え
Really?
そうかな
I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. Mission or not, I needed to focus on Villia. Not to mention my own feelings. What did I want to do?
本当に大切なのね。
You must really care about this guy.
話に出た人のことが。
She knows way too much. She's too powerful. What makes you say that?
だってその人のことを話す
You
と
look
き
so serious
す
when you
ごく
talk
真
about
剣な
him.
目をしてるもの。まるで恋してるみたい。
Mom knows everything. This is scary. It's as if you're in love with him. Love?
いや
Hold it there,
Lydia.
Maria.
真剣だっ
Just
たからっ
because
て
she's got
恋と
feel,
か
just because her
突然
feelings
すぎ
are
るんじゃないか
earnest
な
doesn't mean she's in love.
この子に恋愛の話なんてほら
It's way too
まだ
early for
早い
Cirrus
と
to
いうか
love someone.
何言ってるのライジェル。
What are you talking
こ
about?
の子はもう
She's
16
16
歳なの
already.
よ。恋人の一人や二人いたって
Wouldn't surprise me if she's
お
got
か
a
しくは
boyfriend
な
or
いでしょ。
two. Boyfriend or two? Man, her mum's good. Her mum is a girl boss. She's girl bossing it.
私とあなたが初めて会ったのも同じくらい
Besides,
の年だ
I
った
was
じゃない。
around her age when I first met you.
っていや待って待って
Wait a minute.
恋人が2人いるのはおかしい
Having
よ
two boyfriends is just plain wrong. Dad was all shaken up as he fixed me with a grim stare.
と
Anyway,
それで
I know it's not a good idea to meddle in your daughter's affairs.
娘のこういう話に口出しするのは
We do love a girl boss. Okay. I know what we said about the parents. But what if in this route the mum was really good actually? What if she was really good in this route?
実はお父さんの知らないうちに
But
恋人ができてたりとか
Didn't go find yourself a paramour while I was away, right?
まだないよね。
Right? My answer was... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I'm interested in someone. Someone flipped through my mind. Mum and Dad said the word paramour. Troll him, yes. Vilio, of course. Here goes nothing, I guess. I had yet to figure out what I felt for him was what I felt for him was love. Even so, I don't have a boyfriend or anything.
ほら聞いたかいメリア。
You hear that,
やっ
Maria?
ぱり
I knew. That said, I'm interested in someone. We killed him! He's dead! He's gone and dead!
あなたから見てどんな人？
What kind of person is he? In stark contrast to my dad's staggering on his feet, Mum was calm enough to inquire further. I got it as a jump scare. That was the whole thing, was a jump scare. There was a big noise when the dad died, I guess. Like I said before, he's very special. He's powerful, kind, and straightforward. He also has a strong sense of duty. I believe he's far lonelier and far more fragile than he looks, however. The way I described Vilio was very different from how he usually acted. You were looking away. You need to see it. The dad got shocked. And yet, I found it strangely fitting. When I hesitated, she gently stroked my hair.
ごめんね。責めるように聞いちゃって。
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the
これ以
spot.
上は
I'll ask
ま
another
た今
time.
度聞かせてもらうわ。きっとそれはまだあなたの
He
中
lost
で
all the
言
colour
葉
in his
になって
body
ない
because
気
he
持
was so
ちだろうから。
scared. He went grey scale. I'm sure you're still working out your feelings. Yeah.
でもこれだけは覚えておいて。
Remember this.
あ
We'll
なたが
support
真
you,
剣に悩
and
んで
whoever
選
you
んだ相
choose,
手なら
as long as you've given it
私
enough
たちは
thought.
無条件で応援する。ねライジェル
Right, Rigel? He recovered.
そうだね。
Huh?
もちろん
Yeah, sure.
応援する。
We'll support you. Of course.
人間でも幻獣でも魔物でも
Be it
可
human,
愛い娘
a
が
fey
選んだ相
beast,
手
or
が
even a fiend. I'll give my lovely daughter my blessing.
幻獣はわかるけど魔物はないでしょ
There's no way she'd choose a fiend, silly. I offered an exasperated smile before directing my attention to the window. What do I want? What should I do to help Vilio? Is there anything I can do? I looked out at the night sky, searching for an answer. Man, this route's a lot. Oh, okay, there's no performance. It's just the next chapter, I guess. Okay. That kind of snuck up on me. But I guess we'll end things here for today. I'm gonna organize a bigger Radiant Tail stream, I think, so we can get everything done before the new game. It's getting juicy. I'm gonna guess each city we go to, we're gonna get like a... Because this is like the quote-unquote true route, right? So we're gonna get probably a like snapshot of everyone else's route in this route. So that was basically like Rady's route light. And we're gonna get like Zephora's next. Yeah, DLC, I got it pre-ordered. I'm really hoping it arrives on time. Because the release date is the day before the new Final Fantasy expansion, which I will be taking a break to play. So I hope it comes on time. Because I want to play 14. Anyway. There's our video progress. And let's get a CGM. Yeah, I'm so excited for the new expansion. I'm probably going to be playing the new caster. I'm really excited. It's going to be good. Right. So, island things here for today. I am going to do my usual streams next week. They might be a little shorter. Because in a couple of weeks I am going to a convention. And I am in Concrunch mode. I still have 1 prop left to finish and 2 wigs left to style. So I'm in Concrunch mode at the moment. Yeah, Video's got a new hairdo. He ate too many snacks, so his hair turned black. That's the real law. Yeah, so we'll do our usual streams next week. But then, it's off-kind now. It's not, unfortunately. It is a UK con. And I'm going to. And I'm doing 3 cosplays and I'm going to perish. I think. It's the most cosplay I've done in a while, so. It should be fun, though. Should be fun. I might post pictures of my, the bits I'm working on Twitter. I don't know yet. Maybe. Maybe. But yeah. Thank you so much for coming today, everyone. I have a feeling this route is gonna be really good. And I'm excited. So, I will see you all again next time. But in the meantime, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, night, or evening. And I can see you all again very, very soon. Bye, everyone!